What up, what up, what up? It's your boy D, back at you with another video. So, I told you I would come back with the Night 2 of WrestleMania 40 final predictions. As you know, I know WrestleMania 40 can go in an abundance of ways. We, as a unit, do not know what the fuck's gonna happen at WrestleMania 40. So, I am back to give you my predictions. That's my intro. We getting straight into it. So, the first match we have on the card is the Philadelphia Street Fight between Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits versus the Final Testament, which includes Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain. This gives me very much WrestleMania 13 vibes, when, I believe it's WrestleMania 13, where you had the Nation of Domination versus the Legion of Doom in that street fight at Hot Fire. I think it was absolutely fire, and this is exactly what that reminds me of. So, in that being the case, I like Karrion Kross and the Authors of Pain, and I'm actually really excited and happy for Karrion Kross as he gets to finally have his first WrestleMania moment, and I think that's going to be really cool for him to actually get to perform on WrestleMania. And Bobby Lashley missed WrestleMania last year because of we had the Bray Wyatt health complications, the Brock Lesnar thing was all mixy and messy. So with that being said, I am going for sure with Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. I think this match is just going to be a real ball of fun. That's the best way to describe it. I think this match is going to be very fun, very exciting, and they're going to be all over the place. And I think that's just exactly what we need to see. The next matchup we are going to talk about is LA Knight. Yeah. Versus the phenomenal AJ Styles. I think if you're asking me, I think this feud has heated up in the last 2 to 3 weeks, has heated up tremendously, where I want to see this feud keep going. I don't think I'm alone in that saying, but that's truly how I believe. I think LA Knight and AJ Styles are doing the damn thing. They're at WWE World, and they just got to a big-ass brawl. AJ Styles had a big, bloody nose. They're just adding more layers and more layers onto this feud to show that they really they're trying to prove that they really belong on this stage of WrestleMania. And I think they're doing it perfectly. I think this is going to be a really good match. I think this is going to be a sleeper match on the card, kind of like how Bianca Belair versus Asuka was a sleeper match on last year's WrestleMania. I see the same type of thing with LA Knight versus AJ Styles, because it's going to get overshadowed, because you got The Rock main event, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, the whole bloodline, the returns, and all the wackiness that involves WrestleMania on this card. I think we're going to get all of that. So with that being said, I'm going with LA Knight for the W. Why? Because I just think LA Knight deserves it. LA Knight deserves his first real run. He missed WrestleMania last year, and everybody was really upset that he didn't have anything to do on WrestleMania. So I think it's time that we have LA Knight get his first real W. Maybe a year late, past due, but he deserves it. He's earned it. There's no I just think LA Knight earns him his win, and I don't think this feud stops after WrestleMania, and I think they can carry this feud into Backlash in France. I believe it's the next pay-per-view. I think they can carry it into that and just let that be, and let's keep hiding that feud up for what I think is going to happen to the Universal Championship picture after WrestleMania. The next matchup we are going to talk about is Logan Paul versus Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. I think this match is going to be really fun. I think we're going to get a crazy RKO spot out of this match. I think this match is going to be very back and forth. This is actually, surprisingly, is going to be one of the very forgotten matches on this card, probably until later tonight. We'll see what they do with that tonight to build it up and add more suspense to it. But I think this match is very forgotten about, and I think we need to put more respect on this name, because I think this could be another one of the matches of the night, because Randy Orton is Randy Orton, Kevin Owens is Kevin Owens, and Logan Paul is so fucking talented. But who do I have winning at WrestleMania 40? You're not going to believe this. I have Logan Paul winning tonight. I have Logan Paul beating Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Why? Because I think Logan Paul needs it more. I think Logan Paul retaining his United States Championship at WrestleMania in a big moment like this, I think would be so cool, so important for him to put on, not only for his people, not only for his team, but to put on for himself and show that he truly belongs and truly is a WWE superstar. So I'm going with Logan Paul, and I think Logan Paul will continue to retain and hold that United States Championship until Cleveland, Ohio, and SummerSlam, where Logan Paul will lose the United States title in his hometown to nobody other than L.A. Knight. That's how your boy is calling it. I said what I said. The next matchup we are going to talk about on this lovely card is Io Sky versus Bayley. We all know who's winning the title. Bayley rightfully deserves the title. They gave Io Sky a mighty long run with that belt, and I think she's deserved it and she's earned it. No disrespect to that. I give her all the credit in the world. But we as the streets know Bayley needs this title. It's going to be important for her run. Do I think Bayley will hold the title long? No. I truly don't think Bayley will hold this title very long. But I think Bayley's going to be the person who gets cashed in on at the Money in the Bank, which is valuable, because we all know who I think will win the women's Money in the Bank of 2024. I am rooting for. It's Tiffy time, Mrs. Tiffany Stratton, and I think she will be women's champion by the end of the year. You heard it here from your boy. But Bayley deserves this moment. She earned her moment, so she gets her first title win at WrestleMania in front of a large crowd. She deserves it, and I'm very happy for Bayley. I think this is one of those moments where Bayley's earned it. She's worked hard. She's had her trials. She's had her tribulations. She's had her super highs and super lows. Bayley deserves this, and she's earned the right to be called your new women's champion. The next matchup I'm going to talk about is the World Heavyweight Championship match between Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. This match is going to be very fire. I think it's going to be incredibly fire. I think my prediction here, you heard it first from your boy, I think Drew McIntyre walks out tomorrow to Broken Dreams. I see Drew McIntyre coming out to his old theme song, and people are going to be losing their mind. And Drew and Seth are going to have a baller of a match, even with the bruised and battered Seth. And I think what's going to happen is Drew McIntyre is going to hit Seth with the Claymore, and then kind of just like pass out. And then you're going to hear that Judgment Day music. And you're going to see Damian Priest run out there and cash in his Money in the Bank. And believe it or not, he's going to knock Drew McIntyre out the ring. Damian Priest is going to pin Seth Rollins. And Damian Priest will walk out of WrestleMania your new champion. And I know there's people thinking, why the fuck would I say that Drew deserves the belt? Blah, 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 blah. I think Drew will have his moment. I didn't say Damian Priest was going to be champion for very long. But I think McIntyre will lose at WrestleMania. Well, win, lose, whatever you want to call it, at WrestleMania 40. It'll be the heist of the century, part 2. 9 years apart from WrestleMania 31. We'll see the heist of the century. Damian Priest will win the title. He will beat Seth Rollins at WrestleMania at Backlash in France. only for Drew McIntyre to beat Damian Priest at Clash of the Castle in Scotland in front of all his people. The Scottish Warrior will come home. The Scottish Warrior will win the title in front of all his family and all his friends. He won't have the same mishaps that the Bloodline did. I think we can see a similar spot in that match when Drew moves out the way. Claymore kick. 1, 2, 3. I believe Drew McIntyre will be your World Heavyweight Champion, but just not at WrestleMania 40. Damian Priest wins the title at WrestleMania 40. That's how your boy's calling it. Oh, and the final match on the card is Roman Reigns, your tribal chief, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. And in my opinion, it will be under Bloodline rules. I think this match has the potential to be up there with Rock and Austin at WrestleMania 17. Match quality wise. Not feud wise, match quality wise. Because Rock and Austin always is one of the greatest feuds of all time. But that Rock and Austin 17 match is absolutely a hot fucking fire. That's what I'm saying by match wise. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes. We waited a year for this story. When Cody lost last year at WrestleMania, the world went insane to a point where people forget how phenomenal that match was. Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 39 was one of the greatest main events I've ever seen. But people forget that because of the last 15 seconds when Roman Reigns hit Cody Rhodes with that spear and pinned him 1, 2, 3. They have built up so much suspense to where we don't know what's going to happen at this next year's WrestleMania. We have no idea. We have no idea what's going to happen. To a point where we're scared. Because now The Rock's back and The Rock's in the picture. To a point where we're thinking, could they do it again to us? Could they break our hearts again? Could Roman Reigns beat Cody Rhodes again to more so establish the final boss, to more so establish this Attitude Era versus this Renaissance era that we're in right now? Could we see Triple H screw Cody Rhodes? That was another scenario people are throwing out on the streets. We have so many ways we can go with this story. And we are all so confused. We're all confused. We all don't know what's happening. Because you have Survivor Series. Not Survivor Series. You have SmackDown has been announced in Madison Square Garden on a Friday. Randomly, could they have a Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns match on SmackDown in the Garden? And could Cody win the title there in front of his family, in front of his friends, in the same building where Dusty won the title, but didn't leave with the title? A Rhodes is headlining WrestleMania back-to-back. And if you're asking me, in my final prediction, it is time for Cody Rhodes to defeat Roman Reigns and become your undisputed WWE Universal Champion. It is time, and when that 1, 2, 3 happens, your megastar has been born. A lot of people are kind of comparing this run for Cody Rhodes to Daniel Bryan, and I truly, strongly disagree. Cody Rhodes is more than Daniel Bryan. We waited damn near a year and a half for this. We waited a year and a half for Cody to finally get his moment. Everybody loves Cody. Everybody says Cody's the guy. Cody's doing everything right in his positioning himself for him to be the man. Can he succumb to the pressure of what it's like to be the man, to be the company man, to be the guy? We don't know. But I've had a saying on this channel. If it wasn't Jey Uso to beat Roman Reigns, the only other option was Cody Rhodes. The only other option was Cody Rhodes. Because it's for the title. And now it's become personal. Why has it become personal? Because The Rock has said there is only one dominant family in professional wrestling. And Cody Rhodes' intro music says wrestling has more than one royal family. And we will finally see the American Nightmare, Dusty's son, the prodigal son, go from undesirable to undeniable. Cody Rhodes, in one of the biggest WrestleMania main events of all time, will beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. And that is how I'm calling it. Night 2, I'm excited. WrestleMania Night 1, I'm excited. We are one day away from WrestleMania 40, the 40th anniversary of WrestleMania. You can see it in my smile. You can hear it in my voice. I'm hyped. The time for talk is over. Bring on all the antics, all the shenanigans. It's time. It's WrestleMania season. The greatest season in all of entertainment. No season does it as better than WrestleMania. There is no event that is better than WrestleMania. And I'm excited and I'm hyped and we're going to see a show. So if you like this video, hit me on the comments below. Let me know who you guys got. What side y'all rocking with? We going with Cody or are we going with Roman? Final predictions. Lock in your final predictions with your boy. What side y'all on? Are we going American Nightmare or are we going with the Bloodline? What side are we going? Tap in with your boy. Please like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 2,000 subs. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Forever gang. And until forever find you.